Hey everybody, hey everybody. Happy Sunday. Hello, Dwayne Harris. Hello, Miss 1981. The Super Bowl just started, so I want to send a donation to get back to the Super Bowl. Okay, Mr. okay, Mr. Harris. All right, Chocolate Girl. Hey, becoming one in the chat, driving and listening. Also known, no more drama. Okay, so that's Chocolate Girl that you miss no more drama. Hey Queen, salute everyone. Having everyone happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. So what y'all been doing on this Sunday? Everybody watching the Super Bowl? Y'all, I ain't gonna do flicks. I don't watch football. I know they said it's a big one because you got some brothers playing against each other, but I don't watch football and I ain't finna flex and act like I do. I don't understand it, baby. Okay, so I do not watch it. Okay, I don't. I do not watch football. So, but everybody else in my house do. So they of course watching it. They was watching the game earlier, the USC and LSU game, the college football. Everybody was watching that earlier, and South Carolina won. So now they are going into the Super Bowl. So I said, let me go on here and see whoever don't watch the Super Bowl. Here we go. So y'all see the title, the title. Do you think that when people cheat in relationships is intentional? Because I was watching Kyle Live, y'all. Okay, so he made a comment. He said that like a man can leave the house with no intentions of cheating, but he can succumb to the temptation of cheating. So basically, he left the house with good intentions, of course, not leaving the house focusing on cheating on his significant other, but ends up cheating. What y'all think about it? Do y'all think cheating is intentional? Like you just when you do it, you just doing it intentionally, or do you think that you could maybe fall at some point fall victim to temptation and mistakenly cheat? Come on, y'all, talk to me. Do you think it's always intentional, or just sometimes it's really a mistake? Like it was never your intentions, but let's just say you're going through something and maybe somebody is there for you to cry on their shoulder and emotions get tied up or something while you discussing how you feel or something. And so you end up, going further than you intended on going, or just having a in a bad headspace. And so you end up cheating with somebody who may be there and your significant other is not there. What y'all think? Why ain't nobody talking? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all hear me. Cause ain't nobody commenting in the chat. Come on, y'all. This is an open dialogue. That mean I talk, y'all talk, y'all talk, I talk. We talk back and forth. Not just me talking. What do y'all think about that? Can y'all hear me? Can somebody tell me whether or not y'all hear me? Just type yes in the chat if y'all can hear me. Okay, here we go. Miss No More Drama said, I think it's intentional. Queen, you about to get my husband punched. Oh, no, don't punch on him, Commander, now. No, okay. I'm just joking, but I don't know how to answer that question. No, he made me think when he said that, y'all. I'm not even flex because it just make you think it's intentional. So, Miss No More Drama. So, do you think? Let's just say you going through something, right? Let's just say you got. This is just why I be. When people be saying like their significant other got male or female best friends, I don't be playing that, baby, because I should be your best friend. But anyway, a lot of people allow that. Okay, they allow their significant other to have a best friend of the opposite sex. See, this is the fear that I come in with that, because let's just say you and your girlfriend going through, or you and your man going through something, right? And then he go, it's all about self-control. And if you truly love someone, you won't do it. That's correct. I believe that too, Miss No More Drama. But it's just like, let's just say, okay, you and him going through something, right? So he goes to confide in a woman because when he trying to communicate with you, which is in a lot of relationships, people don't know how to communicate effectively. Every time they try to communicate with each other about their feelings or what's going on, it turns into an argument. Okay. So it makes them go look somewhere else to vent. Okay. And sometimes it's somebody of the opposite sex. So that person tells them, even if they tell them they wrong, but they give it to them from their point of view. Um, and they could consistently be like their shoulder to cry on. And let's just say one day it just happens and they're in a real bad headspace, right? And they talking to this person is being there. Now they can't talk to you because again, every time y'all talk, it turns into an argument. So they go to talk to somebody else that'll kind of be more of a listening ear than a running mouth. So they talk to them without all the emotions tied in. And so they end up, just emotions tied up, not really in their right state of mind, they end up cheating. Do you think in that particular situation that it's intentional? Do y'all think in that situation it's intentional? Can't hear me. Really? Why you can't hear me? Hey, Layla Neek. The thing's still moving. Anybody else? Can anybody hear me? Okay. Let me see. Can anybody hear me? Why is it being crazy? See, it's being crazy. Okay, so Commander can hear me. So, Miss No More Drama, you might want to go out and come back in, Miss No More Drama. But yeah, so do what y'all think about what I just said, though. What if you're emotional, even as a woman now, because not just men cheat. And the truth of it is men cheat, but women cheat too, and they do it a little better. Because usually you don't find a man running back and telling your man, "Oh, I cheated with her, whatever." But you'll have women doing that weird behind stuff, want to call your wife or call your girlfriend, or when she get wrapped up in her feelings, she want to come back and tell everybody that she done slept with you, or try to get in contact with your significant other to tell her that she done slept with you. Y'all know how them women do when they get all emotional. Get all emotional up in their feelings. That's how most men get caught, because the women come back and, of course, the women that go through the phones because they don't know how to cheat. You hear me? Men do not know how to cheat at all. That is one practice that they love to indulge in, that they are the worst at. And I always tell them, honey, men cheat more, but women cheat better. Now that's the truth. I hear you, but I can't remember my password to donate. I'm watching the Super Bowl. You okay, Dwayne? So what y'all think? Because he made me think with the statement now. He made me really, really think with the statement that it's not intentional, that it just happens sometimes for different reasons. Um, but what I did actually along life understand that it's not always the other person's fault why a person cheats. Sometimes even a man sometimes, and don't jump on me. Sometimes a man sometimes is just not happy with one woman, but before they tell you that they're not happy with one woman, they'll sit around and play with you, do all the extra stuff, and always want you to be, that woman that they don't lose, but they want to have you and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But they try to put you in this position, the main lady. I don't want no position, honey. If I ain't the only lady, I don't want it. I learned that throughout life, baby. If I can't be the only one, I don't want no position in your life, baby. If you got to pick between me and her, pick her every time, baby. Because, no. There must have been some feelings there for that to happen with your best friend or confidant. Again, self-control. Yes, right. That's right, Miss No More Drama. Man, usually best friends have that kind of connection, because that's the person that know all your deep dark secrets. That's the person that you confide in. That's why I always say that the friendship of like your best friend, like my man having a female best friend, And I had somebody tell me before the top of that is insecure. How is that insecure when I already know how that can end up? Because I, used to find myself when my man do stuff going to other men, like, why do y'all do such and such? Like, why do you keep doing, like, why do men do it? And they would tell me why, but they would also like tell me from a man's point of view and be completely honest about it. Like, he could be thinking this, he could be thinking that, the things that I couldn't come up with on my own. So it does make you kind of look at the man, and usually the person that's there for you. That's why communication is very important in relationships, because when you got to go outside for that communication, baby, that open up Pandora's box, okay? Because when another person is there for you, when you down at your wits end, and I know, Miss No More Drama, you said about self-control. I personally can't sleep with anyone if I don't have feelings. Exactly. Well, sometimes some people can, though. Some people can actually do it with no feelings, honey. Agree. It's about self-control. Yeah, it's about self-control. But you know how everybody has a weak, everybody will have a weak moment sometimes, and some people are not. That self-control kind of goes out the door when they're in the middle of a heartbreak. You know, a heartbreak will make you be somebody that you is not. A heartbreak, you'll find yourself just because somebody been there for you. It's called the Superman syndrome. because another person is there for you when you down the most. You find yourself looking at them in a way that if you was not heartbroken and your mind was not altered, you would have never looked at them in that type of way. But that Superman syndrome is so true, because that person that's there for you when you crying and you down and you feeling less than, because the person that you love the most has made you feel like you're not worthy. Because you know what, when you love, and when a woman love a man, this just from experience, we have a tendency to allow a man to consume who we are when we're really deep, deep, deep in love with him. So when he breaks that, baby, it's like a soul breaker. Okay, my bad, y'all. In the hospital, sickle cell want to act up, but I'm listening. Oh my God, prayers to you, Miss Commander. I pray that God heals your body from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. That sickle cell ain't no joke. I know so many people with sickle cell. Yes, like that Superman syndrome. Even with women, you attach yourself. Yes, Lord, we praying that Commander feel better. We attach ourselves to those men that be there, and you don't even consciously know that you're doing it. You just feel like, okay, that person is there to listen to you. They're not yelling at you, or they trying to. You know how a man has a tendency to want to be in control and feel like I don't have to. Why you asking me all these questions? They want to feel superior, and they don't know that superiority stuff when you're in the midst of an argument when you done did something wrong. And one thing about a man, he love to make you feel bad for finding out he cheated. How you gonna make me feel bad for finding out you cheated? They'll make you feel like you shouldn't have been looking. Oh, I shouldn't have had a reason to look. They love to hit you with that one. You go looking for trouble, you find it. Well, let me find it then. Cause I'm gonna look. If I feel anything off, because you can't be man enough to tell me that you're doing something, because you already know that you're gonna have to go on about your business. Since you want to play in my face, yes, I'm gonna look, baby. And if I find it, I'm gonna give you what you need, baby. I'm gonna serve you up right on right. I'm gonna serve you right on right. Ain't no doggone don't go looking. Forget that. I'd rather have no man than a piece of one. I'ma look. If you can't tell me with your mouth, then I'm gonna find it myself. Because people gotta understand, honey, this world ain't playing with nobody. I ain't got no time for that. I ain't that pressed to have nobody with me that I'm gonna just let you play in my face when I know I feel like the vibrations are off. See, that's the thing with me. You can kind of feel when your man moving funny. You know what I'm saying? When his the way he move is different. A woman can feel those vibes. That woman intuition ain't nothing to play with. You can feel when he's starting to, y'all. I'm still stopped up, y'all. So please excuse me. When you feel like he's starting to, oh, now all of a sudden you always working late, or every time you turn around, everything I say to you turn into an argument. You know what I'm saying? But they will start acting different and expect you, exactly, Miss Lala, expect you not to notice. And when you notice, they want to make you wrong. How I'm wrong? Because I can pick up on your vibrations that you're trying to play with me in the wrong way. Thank you all so much. And Queen, I feel like if you be with someone else sexually, you're giving the connection and energy we share to someone else, and you gotta get gotta get on ASAP, right? But then a lot of people say that, y'all. But then when we in those situations, even once you invested time, like had kids and all that, it don't be that easy. That statement is so easy to say out loud. Like you can say that with so much confidence, you can say it with your chest. But baby, when you find yourself in that situation with a man that you done been through the slumps with, that you done been with for so many years, it's hard to walk away once you done built something with a person. You know what I'm saying? Because you always think in your mind, if I done invested all this time in this man, all these years in this man, and he still turned around and do me dirty, what another man gonna do? So a lot of times women find themselves forgiving. Because for one, they be complacent and they be comfortable. A lot of people don't like change. Change is very uncomfortable. So a lot of women accept a whole lot because they're comfortable. They don't want to have to move their kids and start all over. Then you have all these crazy people in the world. So you feel like, I don't want all these men around my children. I don't want another man around my kids trying to play stepdaddy or stepmom. It'd be a lot in the midst of that once you build something with a person and they turn around and break your heart and cheat on you. It don't be that easy to walk away. Now that's facts. We all say, oh, we'll leave, we'll leave. Child, bye. Don't be going nowhere, honey. Don't be wanting to go nowhere. Be like Helen off of what it is, what's the Medea movie? Nah, I ain't gonna say like Helen, baby, because you ain't finna drag me no way, honey. You and her would have had to get up out my house. You better go get her another house, baby. You, her, and your kids. You better go get her another house because you ain't coming in this one. Helen was a real weak woman for that. I don't care what nobody say. And then she gonna walk away in the end with everything. That type of she just ain't want no ties. Baby, I want it all. Y'all about crazy. You done tried to drag me out my house in front of this woman, and you talk about I'm walking away from everything. Oh no, baby, we gonna fight this divorce however long it take, baby, because I want it all. I want everything that's due to me. I ain't that much peace in the world, baby. I'm gonna let you walk away with everything. Cause see, had Helen went on and got her stuff off top, little mama wouldn't have been able to access those accounts when he got shot. She wouldn't have been able to access those accounts and take everything. So see, Honey Redbone ended up with everything. The left them accounts on empty. So now at the end of the day, what did Helen really get for all she had been through? Trying to prove a point. Child, baby, that ain't the point I want to prove. Give me. I done invested all this time and you dragged me out the house in front of this woman. You already had babies with this woman. They had a whole life outside of me with this woman. And you think I'm going to walk away with nothing? Ain't that much? That ain't peaceful. I don't know what kind of peace that is, baby, but I don't never want to be that mature. I'm here to tell you that right now. Give me. I ain't finna play with you like that. So don't ever think I'm gonna be that doggone. That ain't that type of peace don't live within me. Give me mine. Exactly. People get comfortable. Yeah, Miss Lala Neek. They get comfortable and they don't want to walk away from what they're used to. And unfortunately, when people get so comfortable, even once years and years, once you go into the double digits of years of being with somebody, it'd be hard to walk away. True, but then there's a trust issue, Miss Chocolate Girl, and that trust issue always remains. Now, every time you starting to move funny, that side eye going up, like, he think he's slick. You know what I'm saying? That trust, everybody say trust can be rebuilt, but I really don't think that. You forgive, but you never forget. So the reality of it is you try to still be together because you love each other, but that trust can never be rebuilt. So there's always, anytime you do anything that he or she see as janky or a little off balance, they already in the back of their head like, yeah, he or she at their games again. You know, that's just automatic. Once you break that doggone trust, it ain't no rebuilding it. I don't believe that. If it is, before I met my husband, I was with the guy, and when he cheated, I left them 2 years. Was like, it was never there because I was too good for that. See, but that was 2 years, Commander. That wasn't going into 10 and 15 and 20. 2 years probably is easy to walk away from. But I'm talking about like when you're in those double digit years, those 10 and better years with somebody, that thing ain't that easy to walk away from. Because you have to think about, and what a lot of mothers do, they think about their children. Because there's a lot of couples this day is only together for their children. It's so many couples right now that don't really have any love amongst one another anymore. They don't even have like each other. But for their children to be comfortable and live in what they see as a productive home, they'll stay together. And they know they don't have no love for each other no more. But they so comfortable in that space, they don't have to introduce nobody new in their space. And they definitely don't want to have their children feeling uncomfortable. So a lot of people stay together because most people now these days, y'all, I be looking at like the old love stories and stuff like that. And it'd be sad to say a lot of people together now are for stability and comfortability. A lot of people not even together or getting married for love. Love is like the last thing on the list. Because as soon as they get married, they be back to their old ways. He cheating, she cheating, everybody cheating. But they are comfortable with one another. One of the hardest things is to leave someone you still love. Took me 3 years to walk away from 10 years. That's what I'm saying. It's not easy. Yeah, I get what you mean. You mean like now with my husband, it's been 29. Right, Commander. And let's just say, God forbid, he do something. Even though you have that strong will and you know what you deserve, you know your value, you comfortable. 29 years, you comfortable with that man. That is not going to be easy. I pray you'll never have to endure, but I'm just saying, you can say, yeah, I'll walk away, but baby, it ain't that easy. I'm speaking from experience. It ain't that easy, y'all. Even though you know you deserve more, but you always think, even once you're being with this person, because you like all that I've invested in this person and given to this relationship, which was all the right things, cook, clean, the bedroom stuff, did everything that I was supposed to do, and it still didn't stop him from cheating. So what's to say that I go invest all this time into another man and he do the same thing? You start looking at all men the same. It's hard to think that one will be different when you know you done gave 100% of who you are to this one. So like, okay, what I gave him is all I am, and it didn't stop him from cheating. So now I'm gonna go to another man. What's gonna stop him? You would hope that he would value you more than the one that you was with for all those years, but it'd be hard to distinguish. Like, if he didn't value me, it raises a lot of questions, and it makes a lot of women feel unworthy when a man that they with cheat on them. And then, like I said, even those narcissistic ones that make you feel like you wrong for snooping, or you wrong for finding out their infidelities, or you must ain't want to be with me anyway. Because if you wanted to be with me, you would never even went looking. Is you crazy? Is you mad, man? If you was a man, you would have came and told me up front, this ain't working no more. You'd have found something else you want to tap and get on through. Get your bags and your rags and your drawers and get out. Don't play in my face. But like I said, most men are too selfish to do that. They ain't gonna stand in front of you and tell you that they want something else. They'll just sit around and play with you, but say they love you, but would rather break your heart when you find out the truth versus being a man and just standing up and saying, this ain't what I want no more. You know what I'm saying? It's just a respect thing. Like, if you respect me, why not just go ahead and say that from the jump? But a lot of men, they won't give, that little bit of respect. Like, just to say that this ain't what you want no more. But no, it ain't that. They want you, but they want you and everybody else. They selfish. They don't want to let you go because they know what type of a good woman that you is. But instead of them just, okay, so let's just say this. Forever is a long time, y'all. Let's all be honest. Forever is a long time to be with one person. And that's the reality that a lot of people don't like to face. That really forever is a long time.
Yep.
Man, girl. Y'all hear my baby talking, yep. Girl, if you a hush, forever is a long time to be with somebody. So you think after you being this person or being in your space, being with them so long, again, even into the double digits, stuff about them, y'all, to be honest, you'll find yourself stuff about them being totally irritating. It's irritating.
Mom, can I have some soda?
No, baby. What mommy told you? No soda. Okay?
Mom, can I have a little bit?
No, a little bit. Miss Commander said, hey, baby girl, and Miss Lala Nick. They said, hey.
Hey.
Say, how y'all doing tonight?
How you doing tonight?
So, you find yourself in a situation, and then you think, and then a lot of women, even when you have children, you feel selfish for wanting to walk away. Because then your kids blame you. You made my daddy leave. So it'd be like so much stuff that you have to, when you've created a family with a person, that you have to actually think about before you can put your, you can think about yourself.
Mom,
What, baby?
I want to watch kids.
You want to watch two kids? Okay, you got to go get your tablet. Go get your tablet.
I'm scared.
No, you're not scared. Your daddy around there. Go get your tablet so you can watch YouTube Kids. Tell your sister get your tablet.
Okay.
Okay, I love you.
Mom, I love you.
I love you.
Thank you, Mom.
Okay. Lala, get out of my head. What Lala said? Yep, baby girl, right. Oh, sweet. Oh, sweet. Lala, get out my head. What she said? What you said, Lala? What I miss? One of the hardest things is to leave someone. Okay. Okay, I read that. Yeah, y'all. It's yeah, it just be like mamas, even the mama's child. The mamas ain't so quick. But then men, that's why I be saying, like, just stand up, say it with your chest, say that you got somebody else, say that you want to be with somebody else, and get your eight on through. Ain't nobody holding you hostage here. And I hate that. Oh, and don't let me. And then you find those men that want to pillow talk about you, girl. Y'all been to talk to the woman. She want to tell you all your business. I can't stand a man like that. You pillow talk, you'll never be a man to me. If you got so much to say, why you couldn't tell me how you feel about me? But for a piece of poutine, you going down a woman that been there for you forever, just to get in somebody else's draws. But like I tell the woman, why him pillow talking about me will make you drop your draws? Because that'll be more reason for me to keep him up and keep him tight. Because you got feminine behavior, honey. You got feminine behavior. I don't want you around me, baby. Because you're going to sit here and talk about this woman that have been with you all them years. Who am I? Because I ain't trying to give you all the years. I'm trying to hit it and quit it. So shoot, you sitting here doing all that, and I don't even want you for real. I just want to see what you're working with. You understand? Then they want to come back home when she realize that the bad bee don't want them. Stay with her. She don't want you, baby. You better find another one. There's a lot of them out there that's giving that thing up for free, baby. You gotta go find them, baby, because love don't live here no more. We keep saying the same thing. Oh, you ain't Commander. I can't find my Dwayne, if you don't stop worrying about that. Stop worrying about donating. We okay? Oh, y'all both said, oh, so sweet. Yeah, she is. That's my baby, y'all. That is my toon toon. Oh, you fine, Dwayne. She would keep trying to come back here, y'all. Cause y'all know I've been sick. So I be trying to keep her from back here. But she keep trying to come back here, y'all, and be up under me. And I keep telling her to go out. She keep coming here, Mommy, I love you. She just want to be under her mom. This is why I don't like being sick. Because me and her is attached at the hip, literally. But yeah, so it's just like once you forgive for it, though, you never look at that person the same again. Because now I know what you're capable of. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much you tell me you love me or whatever, even if I stay and endure, I never look at you the same. Like you won't get basically this. You won't get the same me twice. You understand? Once I be everything that you need me to be and you cheat, even if I stay, you'll never get that person again. That woman would go away. Once you done broke my heart, that first time, you'll never get that person again. Then love to say, oh, I miss the old you. Oh, yeah, she gone. Yeah, she gone. You played in her face, baby. She long gone. She ain't never coming back. She was too submissive. She was too weak-minded. No, you ain't gonna never, this who you got right here. So either you're gonna stand in my face and tell me you want something else and get on through, or you gonna deal with it. But you never get the same me twice. Thank you so much, Commander. I'm hoping. I really be thinking, honey, that balloon, baby. Once that balloon got popped, y'all, I ain't playing. Everybody. From where I'm at, a lot of people just was getting sick. And I'm like, now this is weird. I ain't saying that I ain't no conspiracy theorist or nothing, but it's just weird. Everybody started getting sick, back to back. And I don't understand that. Yeah, I tell them quick, you ain't gonna never get to say me twice, baby. You better enjoy the good girl. Cause baby, once that good girl gone, she gone. She don't live here no more. You won't get her no more. And I ain't never trying to be her again. And that's period. You won't play with my emotions. No more. And unfortunately, that's just how it turns a lot of women. Then they be like, oh, you cold hearted. No, I'm not. Because when I cared, you see what you did when I cared? When I did care, you thought I was something to play with. You thought that because I forgave, you could continue to do the same thing and I could continue to forgive. So now I don't care. I do unto you as you do unto me. I'm going to move just like you move, but better. And that's period. I ain't finna play with you no more. I just said tonight, everybody, yeah, Miss Lala Neek, everybody getting sick, and that's weird. That is so weird. Everybody getting sick. And y'all, and the fact that I don't even go out my house, y'all, but to the grocery store or something or to a doctor's appointment, it's so weird that I'm sick. But yeah, but when Kyle said that, even though he was high as a kite, y'all, Kyle was so high on that last live, y'all. And I ain't gonna lie, I looked at the live, but I was kind of hurting for him, y'all. It's not really a joking matter. Like the baby was in the car and he was talking, y'all. His eyes was closing like he was high as a kite. But he made that particular statement and it gravitated to me. I was like, wow. He was just talking about, because I love to hear things like that talked about from a man's perspective, like why men cheat. So when he said that, I said, oh, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Is cheating always intentional? Or, like, because he was saying, like, a man can leave the house with no intentions of cheating, right? A man can leave the house with no intentions of cheating, but he can find himself in that situation where he could cheat, end up cheating. And it's not really intentional. Let me find it so y'all can hear. It kind of, I'm like, we're going to talk about that. Because that kind of, that kind of hit me. I'm like, really? I should have saved it from. Hold on, what a live at? Hold on. Hold on. And that man said, y'all can stop trying to. It's like people only want to hear him.
The children come first.
Hold on, what he say?
I be saying niggas lose good women, bro. Good women.
Hold on, listen to him, y'all. Hold on. Before I read it, y'all, let me read this, cause I don't want nobody coming to bother me. Hold on. But it made some sense to me though. Because they don't never want to leave that main thing, honey. They want to be crying and acting like they want to hurt themselves. Boy, bye. You was up joined up in that coot knot. You ain't hurt because you did it. You enjoyed doing it. You mad because I found out. Yeah, child, they won't leave Shell alone for nothing. They gonna keep on trying. That's why I keep saying, what's the end game? Like, I don't know what they want to come out of it. Like, what y'all want to come out of what y'all doing to them people? I would never wake up every day just looking for the demise of another person. Like, that's a hateful soul. Because what you want for others is what you get guaranteed to have for yourself. That's what people don't seem to understand. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips. The balance in favor of fair use. Okay.
Like the pettiest situation, like, bro, you could
listen.
No, bro.
He made some good statements, even though he was high as a kite, y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
Blessed, beloved, good morning. They've been around mama all their life. So they don't really know how to snatch away from that titty.
He talk about babies now.
They've been,
oh, well, he talk about men. Listen to him, y'all. He made some good statements though. As high as he was.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen to him.
So I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, dog. I didn't understand the importance of family, of being a father, of being a real father until I was 28, 29. And I had my son at 18. I had my first son when I was 18. I cried when that man was born. You hear me? I cried because I cried out of excitement. I cried because I didn't have none of my ducks in a row. I think I had a car. Yeah. To be a role model. Because he ain't old enough to know the dynamics of life yet.
Hold on.
Man, listen. My peace is all I need. For real. I'm showing them kids that at all, man.
Come on.
Cleaning it up.
What a party.
I was cheating on his mama.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it just got ugly. You know what I'm saying?
He said his first son, he cheated on his first son's mother.
Now one of us perfect, but as a man, I should have stepped up and killed all of that. Killed my cheating, killed her cheating, and you know what I'm saying, and brought us closer together as a family. But instead, when you in a situation that you're not used to being in, you have never been in this type of situation, you're a young person, you 19, 20 years old, you know what I'm saying, life changing.
Hold on, let me find the exact part that I'm telling y'all about. Let me cut it. Yeah, Commander though.
Oh man, it's a party now. 9 people plus.
They will not let the shell live.
Hello, what's up? Yeah, that is family. I look at other people, man, because other people keep inquiring about it. Like, I can see sex becoming an addiction. I can see that becoming an addiction for me.
Why, Mr. Dwayne? What's wrong?
Women to get it than men, right?
Ooh, child, you can hear that highness. Oh, you should see him. You can hear that in his voice. You should see him. You should see him, honey. His eyes closing and all. No judgment though, but I just really think he got a lot of pain that he trying to ease that bit. He got to understand that them drugs ain't gonna do it. Listen to him. Listen to what
Full force, ready to get my money, going to work.
Hold on, he just said
women, because women, instead of loyalty, appreciate it, because a lot of women instead they want more love instead of loyalty. A lot of women, and what I mean by that is, it's a lot of women out here that overlook the fact that they man cheating on them just because he shows her a lot of love.
Okay, let's pause over there. Y'all think that? Do y'all prefer love over loyalty? Do y'all prefer love over loyalty? Like basically saying that as long as your man giving you all the love that you need, you can you can, and that surpass what you need as far as loving up on you. Do you believe? Oh, the game tied. Ooh, I know they're going crazy. The fans going crazy. So do you believe that as long as the man is giving you all the love that you need, that you could not even care that he's out giving it to somebody else as well? Hey Terry Rachel, how you doing? Long, you know that old saying, long as keep home happy. That's basically what he's saying. Long as home happy, that you don't care about what he's doing on the outside of the house. Some women, he's saying basically some women will stay with a man because he loving her right, but he ain't loyal to her. But don't you think loyalty and love go hand in hand? Because how could a woman, unless we both doing the same thing, I want both hands. Like I'm just saying, like unless we all doing the same, what you mean? Don't expect. I always tell, don't expect more out of me than what you giving me. Period. Whatever you will do, I'll do. Don't expect no more out of me than what you giving me. Don't try to put me on no high horse and put yourself on a low horse that give you all this space to cheat and all this other mess, but then hold me at such a high standard. I'm supposed to just sit home and rock your kids and clean your house and cook your food and wash your dirty drawers. You crazy. That ain't happening. But exactly, I want both. Love and loyalty. Why? Because that's what you want from me. Because, when a woman step out, it's like when a man step out, it's expected. But then when a woman do it, she called all kind of names in the book. Oh, you a this or you a that. Wait a minute. Why we can't be held to the same standards? Don't be expecting no more out of me than you willing to give. God said, do unto others as you have them do unto you, baby. He didn't specify, in what situations. Adultery is adultery. Cheating is cheating. But people kill me when they say, when they in relationships, right? And then they say, well, God gonna punish you for cheating on me or whatever. And they get mad when I say stuff like, no, he not. Because you wasn't supposed to be shacking up with no man anyway. You can't pick and choose when you want God to insert himself. See, what you did was your free will. You exercised your free will to shack up, have sex before marriage, and do all that. God ain't nowhere in that mess. See, that's the reality that people don't like. God ain't gonna do nothing to him because he cheated on you. He did exactly what's going to come out of it. That's why God tells us to wait. And see, that all came with growth, me understanding that I went through what I went through, the cheating and all that mess, because I was doing something ungodly. That's why I said no sin is bigger than the other. That's why when people like to grasp at other people's sins, baby, when you done laid down before you got married, you done sinned. Okay. And the majority of us have. You have some people that waited to marriage, not many. So that's the sin. So there you go right there. That's the first sin. You can't judge nobody. Because we all have done something ungodly like. Then you're shacking up with a man, but you want God to protect you from him cheating. No, God is not going to help you in that. That is not your husband. You exercising your free will. You're not covered in your free will. He's not going to hold that man accountable for cheating on you, but that man will get karma. What goes around comes around, yes. Because he put it out in the atmosphere. He put cheating out in the atmosphere, so he'll be, the same heart he broke. Not something gonna end up breaking his. Or whoever he leave her for, or she leave him for, when he was good to her, nothing but good to her, didn't do nothing wrong, when she gonna get with another man. And that's gonna be that. The one he fall in love with gonna break his heart. And he gonna have to think back to that woman who was nothing but good to him, and he broke her heart, or he cheated on her. He stepped out on her. Cause ain't nothing good. It's still, that's karma. But like I said, God punishing them for it. No, that's not gonna happen. Miss Terry Rachel, what you talking about? Accused you of what? What you talking about? I'm so sorry that I accused you of something. Please accept my sincere apology. Oh, that's Dwayne. You and Dwayne. So I would be wrong to cheat back before it's over. It's all I need. Don't ask me that question, baby, because I'm here to tell you, baby. I do tick for tat. God's still working on me. We both gonna cry in the car. So don't ask me that question, honey. I ain't that mature yet. I'm here to tell you that right now. I'm here to tell you that right now. Don't take my advice on that, baby. Because that's gonna be my advice. I'm still working on it though. I see some women just be like, no, but I can't say this. What I did learn from that is this. Once it was over, the hurt still remained. Because regardless of what I did back, it didn't change the fact of what he had done to me. It didn't make the pain any less. And the hurt was still there. But I felt like we was even, but not really. Because there's still, regardless of who the tick for tat was with, it wasn't him. It was him that my heart was into. It was him that I loved. And it was him that had broken my heart and broken my spirit. It was him that broke my trust. So even doing that didn't change any of that. That same hurt was still there. So a lot of people do it. But when you grow up and you start looking back over your life, you see that you really didn't get nothing out of it for real. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, you didn't really get anything out of it other than another body, add another body to your collection. That's it. That's the reality of it. And unnecessary. Because usually when you heal and you look back on it, you be like, what in the world was I thinking? Because it's usually always one of them look back moments. So you be like, Lord have mercy, I shouldn't have never did that. I should have just took that L to the chin and left him and moved on and never looked back. You always end up, with that kind of a little bit of self-regret because you feel like, you put yourself out there like that for no reason, A week ago, I tried to donate to you for your cancer meds. I was wrong. I was having menopause. What menopause? Okay, I'm like you, not there yet. Exactly, Miss Lalanika. I'm still working on it though, I from experience, I do understand that, it don't always play out and don't fix the hurt. The hurt still be there. The hurt still be there. The hurt don't go nowhere. The pain remains forever. It don't be as hurtful, but you still be hurt. But you know that you can't really bring it back up, honey, because you done did something back, so you can't say nothing back. When you know what I'm saying, you can't throw it back in his face. You don't have that energy no more because he can say now he can throw something back in yours. So now you even the scope. So you can't really talk about it no more. You know what I'm saying? So you can understand that you kind of give up your ability to make a man feel bad about what he did to you once you do it back. Because now he can throw it back in your face. You just as bad as a person as I am. So go ahead. So then you be like, dang, all right. So you kind of give up that, you give up your ace of spades when you do that. When you do that tick for tat type thing. Yeah. But I'm trying to tell you, I can't take no else to the chin like that because, no, sir. Be mad enough to stand in my face and tell me you want somebody else. I respect you more for that because we can leave, we can separate and go our separate ways without no argument. We can still be friends because I respect a man who can be honest with what he wants. I don't respect a man that try to be undercut and sneaky and thinking that he can have his cake and eat it too, but you're supposed to sit there and just wait on him. Boy, bye. Just like it's 1,000 coot knots, it's 1,000 Dinos out here in the world. But men are more sexually driven, I believe. That's just what I see. Like they gotta have it. A lot of them act like they gotta have it in their life. Like, what is wrong with you? It ain't that interesting to me, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't gonna flex with you. It's something that you do. But baby, I don't know if it's because I had so many kids or whatever, honey. But baby, I just don't be pressed by it. I could do without the Pound Town. I'm here to tell you that right now. You can keep that to yourself, baby. I can do without it. I don't wake up ever and thinking about it. I just don't be wanting to. Y'all, I think them babies having on. I'm so fertile, y'all. I think I done got scared every time you turn around. That last baby popped up on me, honey. I was 10 years clean of babies. And then she popped up. I really got scared then. I said, man, I'm still having babies. I thought these eggs was dusted and rusted. Lord, they still fertilizing. I just don't understand. I ain't gonna never just be able to enjoy it without having to worry about the babies. Off topic, but check this out. Why I saw someone bash the shell for the GoFundMe and they had to post one to try to give a half apology, like, child, bye. I ain't donating their quarter. That's how God work, Commander. You try to sit out here and try to judge somebody else and put somebody else on Front Street. Now you need to GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? That's how God work. I would have bust out laughing under her post or his post. I'd be like, oh no, I know you ain't got no GoFundMe going. And you tried to judge somebody else who had a GoFundMe. Oh, I'd have been on their tail. I'd have been laughing so hard, Commander. But yeah, it just be like, and then people love to say if somebody cheat on you, they don't love you. That's a lie. People don't want. That's one thing in the world that people don't want to admit. Because a person cheat on you does not mean that they don't love you. It means that they were selfish and that they fulfilled their own sexual desires. That's what it means. But it does not mean that they don't genuinely love you. Like, they can really genuinely love you. And you know why you know that? Because when you cheat, for the ones that do tick for tat, when you cheat back, you know that you genuinely love the person that you cheating on, but you just cheated back. You know what I'm saying? But you know from experience, because you cheated back, that you do genuinely love that person, but you want them to feel the same hurt you feel. So how can you say that person didn't love you because they stepped out on you? You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to your own feelings. Common sense got to be common. But people love to say that. Oh, if they cheat on you, they don't love you. No, they're just horny. A lot of times. And I don't, it could just be those days I don't feel like it. Get out my face. I ain't into it like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, even like I said, even once you've been in relationships for a long time, you have to find a way to like keep it spicy. Because sometimes, like, you done did all the positions there is to do, baby. Like, what else is we doing here? You know what I'm saying? When on the balcony, it ain't even no other place in the house. What are we doing here? Does that run out? Like, I just ain't in. It don't do nothing but fertilize my eggs every time. It's just for different reasons that, and women go through different stuff hormonal as you get older, but I notice a lot of women that are like older, like 50 or better, them be some horny women. Hear me? Them women be, woo, child. Them women be on it, baby. I be like, Lord have mercy. What? They just be on it. But it seems like men's stamina don't never go down. I be seeing them sugar daddies in they 70s or 80s still trying to get it on. So y'all mean to tell me y'all never get tired? Like, I see women get tired. Like, at a certain age, they just don't want to be touched. They just want to dress up and look pretty, get their hair done, nails done, but they don't want nobody pounding on them. They don't have no interest in it. Until but you'll see that come back when they get like 50 and older, honey. Them women be ready. I'm like, Lord have mercy. She ready for it, huh? So it must be some age between like the late 30s and the 40s that drive go down. If I might be right and I might be wrong, and it may just be for some people, but the drive go down, and then when you get about 50, it seems like it go right back up. Cause baby, them cougars don't be playing with nobody, and they be looking for them young men. They don't be want them they don't want them old men their age. They be looking for them young men, the ones that be in them Tim boots and t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? To keep a grip, them Tim boots to keep a grip on the ground. They don't be wanting they don't want them old shaky ones. They be looking for them young bucks. I be telling my son, them old women that used to work with me when I post my son, they be like, ooh, he's so handsome. I be like, oh, you better go ahead somewhere. Go on, get away from my child. They love saying how fine my babies are. Ooh, your baby's so fine. I be like, man, y'all old women better go ahead. Because if I catch any of y'all around my doggone sons, then I tell my boys, you better ignore. Because you come anywhere around my children, we going to have a problem. But honey, them old women be, oh, you got some fine sons. Child, this Commander, see what I'm saying? Ain't hitting no nothing. That's what I be saying, Commander. This mug's so doggone slow. I'm like, I gotta ask the doctor, honey, give me some. Cause I just ain't. I think it's physical. I think it's mental for me. I'm like, shoot, every time you turn around, I'm getting pregnant, baby. That little 2-year-old popped up, honey, got me scared. Okay. I be scared, like, bro, why we ain't dusted? I just think we should be. I thought my eggs would be like, don't bust our nipple powder at 41. Them things still fertilizing. Lord have mercy. I just imagine I could be 45 time of walking around here pregnant. Oh, no, sir. Ain't no way. That means that baby be 10 years old. I'll be 55. Now, what a 55? No, I refuse. So I think I done got some sort of PTSD, honey. Keep getting pregnant, honey. Pop a quarter in, a baby come out. I just feel like a vending machine, baby. Pop a quarter in, a baby come out. Them babies just keep coming and coming and coming. I'm like, Lord, please. You know, you said be fruitful and multiply. I think I've done that very well. I've listened to you, God. You know, and everybody being in my city be trying to be funny. Everybody going up the score, make it an even 10. Mind y'all business, okay? Because y'all think this is a joke. That last little baby, honey, carrying the baby at 40 was not no joke, okay? Because that little baby had my pelvic bone. I had to wear all kind of support things for my stomach, stuff that I ain't never go through with the other children. But because I'm older, honey, had to hold my doggone stomach up with these support bands. And child, she ruptured my pelvic bone. All kind of foolishness was going on. I said, see, my body too old to be carrying babies, honey, bearing children. So I might just need to jump off the Dino, baby. And my husband like, you I'm like, you don't see what keep happening now. They got him scared, y'all. They done put it out there that they's gonna stop the A words, that you're not gonna be able to get them, and stuff like that. So I love to put that up, child. They trying to stop A's, and y'all know what I'm talking about. And you ain't gonna be able to get no plan B's or nothing, honey. I be trying to scam to leave me alone. Please don't touch me. I just don't want to be touched, baby, because I know what's gonna happen. And don't have nothing to do with him. He's sexy as he want to be, but baby, you too fertile. And now to know that that thing could work forever, I'm like, oh Lord, baby. My new doctor asked me, was it a possibility? I cut off so quick and said, yeah. A lot of people, I was thinking about the tubal, but a lot of people said it makes your monthly hurt worse. I don't need them kind of problems. I don't need them kind of problems, honey. It already hurt bad on its own. I don't need to add nothing to it. A lot of people, and then, you know, a lot of people like in my class, they go and paying $10,000 to get reversals. I'm like, baby, once I decide to do that, I ain't reversing a darn on thing. So, I wouldn't reverse nothing, honey. They paying to get them tubes reversed and having babies in less than 2 months, be pregnant. I ain't no way I'm gonna do that to myself, baby. Once I time, that mean I'm doing. But I'm just scared of surgery, honey, because they keep telling me that they could time me every time after I have a baby, because I done had the same doctor since I had my first son at 14. I have the same doctor, y'all, believe it or not. And every time she be like, we gonna tie the tubes this time, girl? No, get out my face. Because they said that junk hurt. They said the doggone menstruals hurt. I can't deal with that. Don't tie up nothing. Leave them alone. And I just be praying to God. I be, you know, they pull in prayer. I be telling my husband, the last baby I was on, they was tripping because we was on Facebook. I said, this old messed around with this old man here with his weak pull-out game. Now look at me, walking around here big and pregnant at 40 years old. I ain't got no business around here good, big and pregnant. I thought I was done. And he be being funny about it too. I don't have a monthly anymore. I have endometrial ablation in 2004. So you had endometriosis or something like that, Commander? Okay, go back around there. Yeah, so okay, yeah. My friend, my homegirl had that. I don't have. Okay, well, he can go get it done. Problem solved. They don't believe in that. They just want us to be the one. They don't never want to be the ones to do that. They want us to be the ones to get stirred. Why you can't get a clip? Because I heard that it's easy for you. Get a clip. Do it. Go ahead and get the vasectomy, and you get stirred. Up, Dwayne. You so silly. Yeah, that's what I heard, Miss Lala. I need that the vasectomies are easier. Babe, you gonna get a vasectomy? Huh? Babe, would you get a vasectomy? You hear? I done told him to get a vasectomy, y'all. He won't listen. But let another baby pop up, honey. He'll be right here crying the blues. You ever seen a man cry? You'll see him cry then. Type of something. He said menopause is when the game. Dwayne is a mess. Y'all read Dwayne comment. He is a trip. Now, when you made that up. Now, you came up with a name for it. Yeah, they don't believe in the vasectomies, though. They want the women to get them done. They just want the women to always be the one to get sterile. But we got to go through all kind of serious surgeries just to get sterile. When y'all could just go get a little clip nick and stop them things from marching. Always the woman got to go through all the hard stuff. When men don't want to go through none of the hard stuff we got to go through. That tubu didn't hurt now, I can't lie, but I'm thinking because they did it right after I had my last son. So you had a C-section, Commander, and they did it while they was in there. Like, I think if I had ever had a C-section, I would have had my tubes tied by now. Now, like, while you already in there and I don't have no choice, that's different. Go ahead and time. But I always had vaginal births. So, it was a no for me. But I think if I had ever had to have a C-section while you in there, I would tell you go ahead and time since you're already in there. But honey, just going in there randomly, baby, stay up out of there. But yeah, y'all, Cal made a lot of sense on that doggone live. But he was so, y'all, his eyes were so closed. That baby was so high. I'm like, boy, whatever he took tonight, baby, it was good. Hear me? But he was still talking with a whole lot of sense. And he hit on some real important topics. But he was high as a kite. I just wish he don't come on here like that. Like, when you that high, it's no judgment, of course, but I just wish he don't come on here like that to give people something, the negative people something to talk about. Because, baby, he was high. Like, eyes closed, talking. You know, he just, I just hope that they help him. I would love to see them help him a little more. Because he did mention that he was like, that's my family and I love them. And he was like, y'all keep coming out talking about the way that I started my page was talking negative about my family. He talked some, why y'all still focusing on old stuff? So that made me bust out laughing. Like, okay, it's done. I did it. Stop talking about it. But then he was like, Janice is my family. So I don't know if something's going on right now because Janice is the only one he mentioned. He was like, nah, Janice is my family. Janice called me right now. I do this, that, and the third. But I don't know what that's about. Why he said it like that. I don't know if they're all in the middle of something right now. I pray that they're not. But he did say that. So I'm very quite sure people going to be trying to reach and figure out what he meant when he was saying that. No, I had all natural births 3 times, no meds, aid. Let's go all natural. No, ma'am, Miss Commander. I was forced to go natural with 2 of mine, baby. And I felt like my whole insides was being abducted by aliens. I'm trying to tell you right now, honey. That thing hurt. Okay. Now the pushing part doesn't. But them contractions, oh no. It feel like everything, every organ in my body was being ripped out. No, ma'am. That's why I remember when I had my first son. My grandma, y'all, she made me so mad. She in they top something because I'm in a hollering, y'all. Hollering. Of course, I'm 14 and it hurt. You know what I'm saying? And like my first son, I had to get my whole bottom reconstructed. I had over 250 stitches. He bust everything open down there, wide open. Because I was 14 and he was 7 pounds and 14 ounces. Okay. But the whole time I'm having her, y'all, instead of her having any compassion, she talking something, hush all that screaming. You wasn't screaming when you was getting it. You wasn't screaming when you was on that thing. Like, y'all, she embarrassing me like that in front of the doctors, right? She talking about, hush. Oh, y'all, I'm trying to tell you, if it's one time in life I wanted to push my grandma down, that was the time, honey. I wanted to just push her down. And I told her afterwards, Grandma, that was, you know what? You really tried me. You tried my whole life in here while I'm going through all this pain. And then when she saw all the, the blood and stuff, because they ended up putting her out the room because she was doing too much. So they made her leave. And when she came back in, y'all, I tell y'all, no word of lie, you could splash so much blood on the floor because I started to hemorrhage. So when I had some pink slippers. I'll never forget the pink slippers was completely red, y'all. And when she walked in, she fainted at the door. When she looked, and she fainted. And you know what I told her? Don't faint, get up. Don't try to faint, get up. She just thought I was gone, though. But she was like, oh, Lord, I thought I had lost my baby. Yeah, you were doing all that hollering. And I was really going through something I was going through something very horrible. Like, for real, this baby had to reconstruct. They had to reconstruct my whole bottom part. He tore my behind up at 14. That's why nobody could not believe when a year and a half later I was pregnant again. She the man when she said, girl, I know ain't no way after what you've been through with that last baby, here you go again. Yeah. I don't know how I ain't learned my lesson, baby. That's why I said, baby, some lessons you just don't learn because ain't no way I turned around and got pregnant again. After that type of experience, you would think I would have never had another child in life. But here I go, child. Hot in the behind. I know I stepped through all my labors crazy, right? Oh no, Miss Commander. You must can take pain. Cause baby, I thought it was child. That thing hurt. That thing is not nothing to play with. But yeah, I just wish Cal would stop coming on his dad. And what he come through late night. He come through late night when he out to have fun and do whatever he do late night. But I just wish he wasn't like that particular live was the first one that I saw. Even though we see him doing his little stuff on live, that was the first one that I saw. Oh, you read big read with Big 50. Your grandma told you. Oh, she related to my mother. She told me the same thing. Ooh, them old school people. No, they ain't got no sympathy for us, honey, when we had them babies. Oh, hush all that. Ooh, they hurt. I was in there, oh Lord, I ain't gonna make it. Just get them out, please. Then they had to help me with the little suction thing. You know, the suction thing they put on their head and pull. They had to do all that. And she and they steady hollering. Woman, this the last thing I want to hear. I don't want to hear all that. Just get on. That thing, she had me so mad. But yeah, I wish he didn't come on like that. He had like white stuff in the side on one side of his mouth. I said, I know they'd have probably made him all kind of memes. My daughter was 14 when she had her first child and had to get 32 stitches. Yep. So she split like I did, but I split way worse. I had over 250. Like everything had to be reconstructed. He told my little 14-year-old behind up, hear me. He did not play with me, baby. And it was still to this day the biggest child I had, 7 pounds, 14 ounces. He still was the biggest one. But she did not have no sympathy with my fast hip. Hear me? She didn't want to hear that. Them old people do not play with you at all. Okay? She was not playing with my behind. You weren't doing all that when you was getting it, baby. So don't do all that now. Get that baby out here healthy. And hush all that screaming. She said, you stressing the baby out. Hush all that screaming. I said, oh, Lord, whose side is you on, lady? But yeah, I really hope he did. But like I said, he made some great points, which made me want to do this live. Like, is it always intentional? And that, like I said, just from experience, I just don't think it's always intentional. But I think over time it becomes intentional. Like once you forgive them the first time and they keep doing it, it's intentional then. Because they feel like your reaction is going to be the same as it was the very first time. Once you forgive a man, I think that's why they say once a cheater, always a cheater. Some people say that's not true. But I think you know how the old people always say you let a man run till he get tired. And I think that's why everybody always talk about the older marriages, like the back in the old days. But that's why, because those women stayed and endured. But they had to stay and endure because they didn't have no financial stability of their own. Like the man really ran the household. The man was the only form of financial support. So those women, that's why they tell their children, and they children pass that mess on to their children, let a man run till he get tired. Child, this is not the 60s, 70s. Ain't nobody playing with them. Y'all had to play with them men because they was the only way y'all was gonna get by, baby. It don't work like that now, baby. Women bringing as much to the table these days as the men is. The only thing they ain't bringing to the table is the Dino. But they bringing, that kuna. Ain't nobody sitting back playing with these men. Oh no, how sad he's doing that. I know, but he's hurt. I just wish that Sheldon would take. You know the live that I would love to see. My tolerance is high for pain. Oh yeah, yeah, that sickle cell hit different. Yeah, I know a lot of people. Like I said, with that, even one of the people that I know have it. He's a guy, and he goes through. Oh, he has it bad. I be praying so much for him because he go through other stuff like with his it's just bad. Yeah, I wish she didn't do that. I know how she stepped through it. That's why I only had I only had one. I can't take it, but I still got in. Yeah, child, I get the epidural, honey. My back is paying for it. I don't play. As soon as I hit that pain, let me get it. Like I said, the two that I end up having after is because I didn't get to the hospital on time. I do not play. Epidural is my best friend. I don't care. Now, my last baby, in the middle of giving the epidural, the contraction just kept coming. And they was playing with me, giving me them doggone. Y'all know how they have those students coming in. Don't play around my spine with no student. I am not no test dummy. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I was in there acting a fool, and I'm still having contractions, and you in here trying to play around in my dog by my spine. I just think they should have limits to that. Don't have those students playing around with nobody's spine. Y'all crazy. You know when you're in menopause. But I still got it. What you? I know how she slipped through it. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I sleep. That's what after they give me the epidural and they bust my water, I always tell them, come back in the hour, y'all. It never fails. Once they get my epidural, pop my water, I say, come back in the hour, I'll be ready. And I'll be doggone. It ain't never failed yet. Come back in the hour, I'm ready to push. It's just always like that. I done did it so much, honey. I know it like clockwork. Go on and give me the epidural, pop this water, come back in the hour. I'll be ready for you. Renting, I don't know how I did that either. It's crazy. Yeah, I couldn't sleep. That's the only sleep I did with that epidural because I go right to sleep. But a lot of women go natural and take pride in going natural. Women back then didn't know any different. I think they knew difference, but they were what we were saying like earlier. They was comfortable, and like I said, the men was most of the financial providers. The women kept house. They took care of the children. They didn't work outside the home. You know what I'm saying? So they felt like if they, that's why this man could be, you know, the postman. Okay, Mr. Postman. You know, the plumber laying pipe everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And they wasn't gonna say nothing because if he left, who was gonna take care of the house? They didn't have enough to me because of just the lack of, you know, the power that women had back then. I think they just felt like they had a place. So in that place, they allowed the men to play in their face. So now that's why the women that a lot of women are today are not acceptable by men because they think they're gonna get them women back from the 60s and 70s, baby. No, baby. Yeah, you play with us if we want to, cause see, most of us can get up and leave, baby. Okay, cause we bring the tables, the chairs, everything else. So, baby, we can get up and leave. We work our own jobs. We bring as much in the house as you bring in the house. Okay, so you can't play. Ain't nobody feel like they gotta be with you. Those women felt like they had to be with those men. They need to find it in their hearts to be a family again. They do, Helen. They do. I think Miss Holla would be very, very happy if they found it in their hearts to be a family again. But Shell definitely needs to get her brother. I just don't think that he should be out here like that. And then he said that she told him that he needs to go live more. But if I know my brother, and again, this ain't talking about it. Y'all know I love the whole, I love Shell now. But what I'm saying, if I see my brother going down like that, I would tell my brother, bro, stay off live high like that. Even though I know that you do what you do, I ain't judging what you do, but you gotta understand you have a world of people that's looking at you that don't love you like I do. You know what I'm saying? They looking for something negative to come from us anyway, bro. So don't get out there like that, high like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though, like I said, you could still tell his mentality was still up to par. He's very smart. And even the conversation that he was giving during that live, although he was high like that, was great commentary. Like I said, I listened and it was great commentary. I wonder if he looked at the live and felt the way about it. Like I said, no judgment here. I'm just wondering. I hope he did, but he might have didn't. Because I really, really, really think that he just trying to ease the pain because he always mentioned his mother and father's death. Cal is going through a lot. That's why it would be grand if we would see a live with Shell consoles her brother. It takes the time to try to heal what's broken in her brother. I can understand that when you get grown and you get a life of your own. But baby, my brother's gonna always be my brother. Like I always tell my brothers, there's only 3 of us. I ain't never too busy for my brother, my siblings. And if I see my brother on screen like that, I say, bro, what is you doing, bro? Stop. Why is you on there like that? Everybody know what you do. You never hid what you do, bro, but stop. Because the whole world don't love you like we do. The whole world not going to accept you like we do. And I ain't going to be able to take nobody coming for my brother. So, I would just be like, chill out on a high like that, bro. Your eyes closed. Like I would make him look at that live and I would be critiquing it to him like, bro, look at yourself, bro. Stop. At the end of the day, you got kids and, or whatever. Like, stop. You can't never look this high, bro. Don't do this. You could have your little, get high, do your little thing, bro, but not like this. Not to the point where you look like a junkie. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's not judging him, but that's what most people will look at that and think. Want that kind of out there about him because I like Cal. Y'all already know how I always talk about how I like my boy. I like Cal, but I did not like seeing him in that condition. Like he was overly high. I don't like that. And a lot of people would love for him to keep coming out here like that because they want to have something negative to say about him. Like I don't like that. Like y'all to the point, y'all gotta go watch it though. Go watch it and you'll see how high our boy was. Like his eyes was closed. Like he looked it real. It looked it real bad, But You know, I understand all about not caring what people say and this, that, and the third. I get that. But still, you want an image for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You want an image that your kids can, you know, be proud of, as far as if they ever, you know, they get old enough to click online, they don't want to see daddy online like that, Kyle. If you ever hear this, that's all I'm saying, bro. Like, don't come, you know, you shouldn't. I can't tell you what to do. But you understand, when you come out here like that, you get the world something to talk about. And unfortunately, it's more miserable people in the world, and judgmental people in the world than there is unbiased, uplifting people. So they'll take that, the way you looked on that live, and they'll run with it, bro, and try to continue to tear down you and your family. And you know, it's so many people out here that's what they press, and they so big on trying to do, trying to smear the image of Miss Holler family, that you just don't want to do that, bro. You know, you can build. We all here. We all support you. We all here. But you know, a part of being there and supporting you is also, like, if you care about somebody, you still want to call them out on their BS, you know? Still let them know that, you know, you slipping a little bit, you know? They need to find it. Yeah, they got to be a family again. They got to. Thank you, Rand. Hey, Lonnie. Some families come apart when, yeah, you know, yeah. And I think that's what's wrong with him. A lot of people don't know how to deal with people in their family going away, going transitioning. You know, it's hard for them to deal with it, so they try to suppress it by using drugs, alcohol, different things like that. And I think he's doing it, but I think the man overly doing it at this point. Which I did think before, until I watched that live. I think he kind of starting to consume it, maybe a little too much, but that's a grown man. I can't judge what he do or how he do it. I just pray that the brother get the help that he needs. That's one of the main things. One day, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I don't want it to fall back on him and like his kids, because you know, children, even as his kids get older, you know, kids can go on the internet too, and you can find people that come on the internet, pull up his lives, and be like, man, look at your daddy. Your daddy look like this or that. You know, I don't want that for him. Most families fall apart when the elders pass. My family turned to a circus. Yeah, that's how I be, right, Big 50. And that's most of our families. Once the matriarch leave, everybody start going fool. Everybody start going their own ways. It's like the family ain't even a family no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't come together until somebody pass on. Everybody meet up at the funerals. You know what I'm saying? Then you don't see your whole family until somebody pass. Once the matriarch leave, a lot of families don't even want to do the work to stay together. Everybody want to live their own life. They're so consumed in themselves. Well, I got my own family to worry about. Wait a minute, you got a whole family to worry about. You know, so most of the times your family members need you even when you don't think they need you. They need you the most when the matriarch go away, because some people deal with transitioning and some people can't. You know, that loss be too big for them. That loss impact them. Everybody ain't got the same strength. I got 8 brothers, one deceased from sickle cell, but I am my brother's keeper. They call me the bodyguard. That's how I am about mine's commander. I don't play about my brothers. Yeah, I definitely saw a Rat and Big 50 going through that. That's just, it's so common now that it's crazy. Holla was more like their mother, not their grandmother. I can see him exactly, Miss Helen. That's why I just hope Shell found it in her, you know, in her heart, in her time to go get her brother, man. Go get your brother, Shell. It's good. I still have love for them. Give my sisters needs me. Yeah, that's right. Always be there. And that'd be the hardest thing, being there for somebody who wronged you, y'all. But that's what we gotta do. Because everybody ain't gonna love the same. You can't expect you out of everybody. But you don't never alter the way that you love your people. You continue to love people, even sometimes when they hurt you. You continue to love them. You allow your life to thrive off love, and your life will continue to elevate. You can't allow what other people do to you to dictate the type of person that you're gonna be, or the type of life that you're gonna choose to live. Because only you're gonna be responsible for the way you move, not what got you there. You understand? You're gonna be responsible for how you move, how you react to stuff. That's why you got to be careful how much you allow another person to actually to control who you're gonna be. Because the only person gonna be accountable for your sins is you. You don't never want to have regrets. You know, and some people hateful, you know, and some people just mean people. But you don't want to live with regrets, man, because you feel like, you know, you was a bigger person. You know that you had more going for yourself. You know that you were stronger. You know you was filled more with love than hate. But you chose to become a hateful person because this person was hateful to you. Now you allow this person to alter your character and alter your harvest, because now you putting out negative energy and vibes, and you don't understand why everything around you falling apart now. It's because you forgot who you was based on the way somebody else acted. You should have more control of your own mental. You are responsible for the way that you react. You are responsible for your own mental. You can't blame nobody else for how you move. Even when you're a grown person. Wake up every day, like I tell y'all, wake up every day and choose to be happy despite of what's going on around you. Choose to be happy. Because see, when you choose to be happy despite of, nothing can touch you. You know, you may be pitched a little bit, but you may bend a little bit, but you'll never be broken. We all bend a little bit. But when you have total control over who you, and you just take control of who you choose to be and what you choose to endure and not endure, and what you choose to allow to, manipulate how you gonna move. When you take total control over that, y'all, I'm telling you, you're untouchable. Yeah, Helen, she needs to, because they seem so close. I know you never know the truth in the family, but they look close. Yeah, they did. And I think when you, let me tell you something too, y'all. The reality of this, when you include money in an already wavering family, that's a recipe for disaster. Okay? When you include money in a family that was not financially stable prior to becoming financially, getting all that money so fast, and you include money in there in a relationship that's already kind of shaky, like they say, money is the root of all evil, you know. And now you always gonna have somebody that feel left out. In this situation, it seemed like the cow was the one that kind of felt left out. He felt like everybody else was able to gain whatever they gained from what they got, and he was kind of left on the back burner to get the chump change that was left, the pennies that was left. You understand? So he feels some type of way because he feel like that's my sister, which he should feel like that though. That's his sister. You understand? That's his sister. Because I know in his mind, he probably feel like if tables was turned, I would have looked out for my sister. So it's probably a lot of stuff on the back end we don't know. But in this moment, forget the money, forget all that. Get your brother. Like that baby's over there hurting, and he hurting by himself. Get your brother. Like that baby looked this, so like I said, I never seen him look this high. And he always high. Like I said, y'all know we don't judge him over here at all, but this baby looked overly high. Like to a place of some old New Jack City type high. I ain't like that. And like I said, if it was my brother, I would have made him look back at that live like, bro, look how you slipping. And that's just, as a big sister, I hope she, go comfort your brother, like get your brother straight. If you pushing him to go live more, like what is, if I wouldn't, listen, if my brother coming on here like that, I wouldn't be pushing him to come on live more. I'd be trying to kind of get him, bro, stay off that phone. Let's go get you the help you need, bro. If that's helping you vent, bro, let's just do it when you're in a better state of mind. Stop popping on there that high, because there's a lot of people out here that's looking for your demise or looking for anything to try to tear our family down. Let's not give them that kind of stuff. Yeah, be who you are. You are who you are. You're not ashamed of who you are. I already admitted what you do. What you do is what you do, bro. But you don't have to look like that. You know. You speaking facts, Lorraine Braggs. Hey, Miss Lorraine Braggs. She needs to, because they seem so close. I know you never know the truth, but they look, yeah, they did. Miss Lorraine Braggs, we're gonna if you don't mind, I want to talk about your daughter's story tomorrow. Probably at like 10 o'clock tomorrow. I don't want to do it today because the day's the Super Bowl. So I know a lot of people's not tuning in, but that story is, I was watching it last night and it is crazy. Like, I'm so sorry for your loss, Miss Lorraine Braggs. I saw you on there and my heart broke for you. I saw you crying for your baby and my heart broke for you. When I told you we would do it tonight, I forgot it was the Super Bowl, but I want as many people to hear your story as possible, because it's important that y'all hear Miss Lorraine Bragg's story. Like, it's sad about her baby girl. Um, Okay. What's sad, it was six of us, just me and my sister left. No matter what, I will lay my life down for her. That's right, Miss Rand Big 50, and that's what I'm saying. But that'd be the hardest thing, understanding that people ain't gonna love you like you love you like you love them. That'd be the hardest thing to accept, that you can't expect you out of other people. You like, if I love you unconditionally, and if I do anything in this world for you, and I'm your sibling and you my sibling, why wouldn't you feel the same? You know? But you can't expect you out of other people. I got to get grandkids ready for bed and school tomorrow. Keep you alive. I enjoy them and you speak the truth. Oh, thank you so much for telling. If you have a blessed night, you and your grandbabies, okay? I refuse to let clowns take free rent in my temple. I'm too I'm too be happy no man gave to me. I refuse to let them. That's right. The world didn't give you your joy, and the world can't take it, baby. Whatever I endure is because I want to, baby. I ain't got to endure nothing. Don't ever think. I always tell them, don't ever think you got to stay in my life, baby, honey. If you feel like it's something else out there you want, please go get it. Don't let me hold you hostage from nothing. Cause, honey, don't be miserable with me. Okay. I don't need nobody to be around me. If you miserable and I ain't what you want, I understand that. Come to me and tell me though. Don't try to be a creep about it. Don't try to be doing no sleek stuff behind my back. Because see, when you do that mess behind my back, that's what bring the player out me. Don't do that. Just be honest. Cause I'm gonna give you what you give me, period. I don't care. You know, I'm still growing though. God's still working on me. I just ain't at that place yet because you feel like you done endured so much and you always the one taking everything to the chin, you know? When you feel like you always the one taking everything to the chin, you always the one that's forgiving. Eventually, y'all, it will turn your heart cold to where, I ain't taking no more to the chin. I ain't got but two cheeks. Time to turn them all, you know. Like I said, God's still working on me, and I be asking him to take that kind of mentality away. He's still working on it though, but he has put me in a place in life where I can say that I don't have to endure that kind of stuff anymore. But it was times. It was times, definitely. It was times, definitely, baby. I got some stories, baby. I'm telling you, it was times we went through it. You know, we went through it. Okay. But then we had to think, you know, I always say, think about it. When you see yourself old, this how I used to look at it. When you see yourself old, and it's always my dream, you know, you have your house with your little swinging porch on, little swing on the porch. Who would you want to be sitting beside you? Because you see yourself sitting on that swing old, elderly, with anybody but the person that you with. That's what I always used to ask myself. Who would you want sitting beside you? You know? That's why they say anything worth having is worth fighting for. And that's real. But the world will tell you, oh, you crazy for staying. But I mean, as you see so many people be married 3, 4, 5 times, no, baby, I got one in me. Like I said, if it don't work, I ain't never doing it again. Won't catch me at nobody else also ever again in life, baby. I ain't. No. I ain't doing it no more. They can keep on doing it over and over and over. That's them. I ain't. Because it's a lot of commitment. It's a lot of commitment. And it comes with a lot of work, baby. That better or worse ain't in the vows for nothing. The vows tell you already that the worst is sure to come. But you ain't supposed to better or worse. That's when people surprised when stuff start happening in your marriage. Your vows told you that worse shall come. That's what they say. You're gonna stick around for better or worse. Worse is for sure to come. That's your first sign that things gonna get shaky, baby. Whether it's not physically cheating, it could be financial woes. And a lot of relationships, when financial issues start coming in, ooh, baby, that'll open a whole nother can of worms, honey. You'll find yourself both you can't stand each other, honey. When them pockets ain't right, that can break a marriage. Hear me? That can break a relationship. That can break when the finances ain't in their place. No matter how solid you think you is, when them finances ain't together, baby, only the strong gonna survive. Cause that can break or make a marriage, and break or make a relationship too. When the finances ain't it, when the finances ain't right on both ends, child, that can make or break a situation. Even a man, when a man finances ain't right, he want to be mad at you because his finances ain't right. Why you mad at me? Because your finances ain't right. But they'll be mad at you and want to blame you for their shortcomings in life. They want to look for somebody to blame. So instead of blaming themselves and really looking at themselves and going harder, they rather blame you. I could have been further in life. Excuse me? Ain't nobody holding you here. If you feel like you can be further in life, go out here in this life and get what you want. That's why I don't like women that feel like they are entitled to a man. If he don't want you no more, baby, let him go on. Let the door hit him with a good Lord split him, baby. Because understand you got to go through a lot of Mr. Wrong sometimes before you find Mr. Right. And sometimes the one you think Mr. Right ain't really Mr. Right. That's just the one that you got through your time of free will, honey. And he had to take you through all the wrong. So when Mr. Right come along, you can actually see how it really feels to be loved. It really feels to be put on the pedestal. The type of love that God created just for you. See, that's a different kind of love. Sometimes the love that you get in your free will time and the love that you get in God's time are totally different. Because now this is your real soulmate, the one God created for you, the one that He created just for you. See, sometimes we be quick to try to pick the ones because they fine or whatever other reason outside of the right reason. And then wonder why we go through so much with them. Baby, because that ain't who God wanted for you. That's who you wanted for you. He's still working on me, baby. And I'm 62 years old, okay? I'm telling you, right, with Big 50. Working on me, okay? I don't care. I ain't the one or the two or the three. I am not. Because, and you know, like I said, it was just so much, too, watching my mama endure so much. Like, she let a man do her any kind of way. I was like, bro, ain't no way. I can't do it. But I don't judge her, you know? But I was still like, that's crazy. Like, when you get older and really think back to what the stuff that you saw your mama do, like, why? Like, no sorry, Bob. But I don't know. Well, I do know kind of her upbringing, but I don't know what her heart, how her heart was pumping, how she can love somebody so much that you love a man more than your children and stuff like that. See, that type of love I never had for a man, ever, ever. Ain't no Dino, ain't no money, none of that in this world can make me put a man for my children. I do not care who you is. Ain't no plumbing walking around that can lay down that deep, baby. That's gonna make me play with my kids. Absolutely, you're responsible. Yeah, you're responsible for your own mental all the time. You already told them, if you don't control your mind, you don't control nothing. You don't control your mind, baby. There's nothing left. You don't control a thing. Yeah, but I don't play around, you know. I be saying, you know, God, you know, please get. I want to be more like you and less like me, baby. Because, honey, when I'm triggered, and I be thinking about stuff after I did it. That's why I came out here from the first. I told y'all straight up, don't expect perfection over here, baby. If you looking for a Bible toting, holier than thou, baby, I am not her. I am real, I'm raw, and I'm uncut, baby. And I got stories for days, honey. I done went through real life, and I live real life, and I stand on anything that I did. I did it. Oh well. Who are you to judge? God forgave me, so I don't care about you forgiving me or not. I did it. And I learned from it. Because everything that I did in doing life, I learned from. You know, and so I don't regret anything. At my age now, do I think some of the stuff I did in my early 20s I would do now? Oh no. So like I said, I learned the lesson, but it's something I had to go through to get to. And so I ain't ashamed of it. I ain't ashamed of nothing. It is what it is. A lot of people, they start getting on social media, they feel like they gotta cover up who they is and try to act like they perfect patty so people can like them. Oh no. Oh no. I ain't doing that. I ain't got that kind of energy. You gonna like who I am? Or you not? But these days, what I've learned about this world is that the world is the guy so used to fake that they don't know how to deal with somebody that's real. They don't know how to deal with somebody that's uncut. They don't know how to deal with somebody who's raw. They rather you try to come out here and create a fake image of yourself that is appeasing to them, like whatever they see as a good person. You understand? Imperfections are within us all. Some people stand on their imperfections and other people hide their imperfections. At the end of the day, no matter how much you hide your imperfections, it don't make them go away. So why not just stand on them? Why not just stand in the SHIT you created? You created it, so stand in it. Stand on it. Don't be afraid to tell your story, because your story may save somebody else from having to endure the same pain that you endured. So be raw. Be real with yourself. Don't try to create a fake image to try to be appeasing to nobody else. Because you understand those are the roads that you had to travel. And you lying about who you are, don't take the pain that you had to endure away. Don't take the experience that you had to endure away. So why not just stand in it? Ain't none of us perfect. Don't none of us sit high enough to judge. I don't care how much you try to create this like you've been a perfect person all your life. You're a liar. No matter how many times you say it, no matter how loud you scream it, you still a liar. And you flaw. Because if you ashamed of yourself, why should I care about how you feel about me? You don't love yourself. You're ashamed of yourself. You can't be real with you. So what can you do for me? Nothing. Maybe they want us to see him that high so that we don't send him money and say, I no, I don't know. I wish he stopped doing that. He got to take control over that, man. He got to understand that it's okay to be real and raw, but you still at some point got to understand when, you might just need to step back for a minute, let you get yourself together, throw some cold water in your face, whatever you do to come down a little bit. Come down a little bit, then hit that live button. You know what I'm saying? Come down a little bit. A few minutes ain't gonna hurt you. Come on down a little bit, baby. Then hit the live button. Cause that, like I said, y'all go watch it. Go watch his last live. I'm telling you, it's heartbreaking just to watch him in that. But he's saying a lot of real stuff. But just watching him like that was heartbreaking. He did it 15 hours ago. It say late night rotation. It's on YouTube. It's BUDDIEG414. If you know, you know. That's what it say. And again, don't go over there judging the man. Well, that's all just saying prayers up for him that he get the help he need, and prayers that he find comfort in something else. Because I just wish he would have maybe threw some cold water on his face or whatever he do to come down from being that high. I can't judge either. I just don't understand how women endure all that. Yeah, because it be love, Miss Big 50. That unconditional love, honey, is something else. That unconditional love is something. Women will endure. Women, when they love you, when a woman love you, they will endure the foolishness. Hear me? They will go through the trials and tribulations with you in hopes that you will be better. They'll stick around because they, like I said, the old people used to tell you let them run till he get tired. So they put that mentality in their head. So they stick around. They stick around and just hope that one day you will change. And sometimes it works out for them. Some men do change, but then you have those ones that it just ain't in them. You know what I'm saying? Monogamy ain't in them. But before they tell you monogamy ain't in them, they'll try to run you dry. You know what I'm saying? They'll try to run you completely dry before they just be honest and say they not the monogamous type. Because they want you now, but they want you and everybody else. So before they actually just love you enough to tell you this ain't what I want, I give you an option. Are you okay with me still doing me? And then it be the ones that will tell you that, but you can't do you. Oh, you a lie. I don't know who told you that, brother. You crazy. We both doing it. Oh, okay. Well, it ain't happening. Dwayne Harris, I think you're right. But if I sent money, it would be to him. That's what he's saying. Like maybe they putting him, like promoting him to get on there like that, so that people won't send money to Cal. But I would tell my brother straight up. Now this is the only thing, like I said, through this whole process that I think she'll need to step up on and step in when it comes to her brother. She need to step up and step in on that, man. Because I wouldn't be able, as a sister, I wouldn't be able to see my brother like that. Like, okay, he grown, but he's still your brother. We all grown. We all fall short. We all sometimes going through something mentally that we can't bring ourselves out of. And sometimes you unconsciously going through something and you just react and you think it's normal behavior, but you in so much grief that you don't even understand the way that you putting yourself out. This ain't normal and it ain't right. So it takes people that love you to step in and grab a hold to you, baby. And let's fix it. Let's fix what's broken because you going too far down in your grief, bruh. That's how I'd be, bruh. You grieving, bruh. Go ahead and deal with this, bruh. Look at what you're doing to yourself. And I put them lives in his face. That particular live in his face, bruh. Look at yourself, bruh. Stop. Look at how you looking, bruh. That's just me as a sister. That's what I would do. Like, bruh, you doing the most. I just pray he stops getting high. Yeah, I definitely pray for him. I definitely pray for him. Whatever it is that he needs to do for himself, I pray that he does it and he gets the help that he needs. Baby, that's not love. They don't even love themselves. You talking about the men that, but a lot of men that do cheat too, they used to it. Like they have daddies that teach them, or brothers, big brothers and stuff like that. So they feel that that's what make them cool. And a lot of older men, what I see that they try to do it, tell me, I just wanted to see if I still had it. If you don't sit your old dusty, rusty self down, so anytime you want to see if you still had it, okay, go on out there and go ahead and keep trying to see if you still got it. You're going to find yourself by yourself out there playing around in the streets. I tried to send Cal a little something, but his site had been taken down. Oh, yeah, his GoFundMe. I think he been said that thing wasn't working, Dwayne. I think they been took that thing down. But yeah, man, he got to get the help he need. Y'all always know I would have to collab with you. Teach me how to get a platform. You sound just like me. I will, Miss Lorraine Braggs. No problem at all. I definitely will. That's no problem at all. And we'll all definitely come over to support. I definitely see my people. I can get over there to you. I never had a problem telling. And telling them bye. Hey, it's some women like that though. Some women stand they cold. You know what I'm saying? Some women got the same mentality as these men do though. Why you playing? Some of them don't accept nothing. The first time you got to step. Like it's some women that strong. I ain't gonna tell y'all I'm that strong. Okay, I ain't even finna flex or front, baby. That was not me. I was more the get back type, but I wasn't quick to, I leave, but child always came right back. As soon as it come back with a good sob story, honey. And I was that one. I always believe it. I never do it again. And my weakness always been seeing a man cry, baby. You cry if you want to, baby, honey. Okay, baby, I forgive you. Just don't do it again, okay? I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm telling you, real and uncut, baby. That was me. It was me. I forgave. Until I turned into that. Okay, now I'm tired of forgiving. Now I'm finna get you. I'm finna put some stuff on this panel for you to have to forgive me for too. We both had to forgive. But I was at one point. I was that one now, cause I loved everything in me. Like the love was real, and at some point I couldn't picture my life without him. You know what I'm saying? He had became my life. Of course, my kids first, but he was still a part of that transition. He was with me in the most worst times of my life. So yeah, sometimes you cling to people, even in the midst of trauma, you cling to people harder than you even know that you cling to them. So yeah, you forgive, but that's why I said you could turn a good person bad for sure. You could turn a good woman bad, okay? That is facts. You could turn a good woman, a solid woman, you could turn her bad, and she could turn into something that you ain't ready for. Okay, that's why I be telling men, step down, stand down, stop playing with her. Cause baby, once that heart get cold, you gonna be wanting to take her up out of here. Like I'm tired of her. She ain't gonna have no feelings, baby, when she get to moving. Cause men cheat more, but women cheat better. I keep telling people that men cheat more, but women definitely cheat better. Stop playing with a good woman. If you got yourself a good woman, baby, hold on to her, treat her like she need to be treated, baby. Cause you don't want her heart to turn cold. Cause you're gonna be crying. I'm telling you, she gonna rip you a new one. You better treat her right. Cause like what they say in that song, once a good woman's gone bad, she's gone forever. Okay, you better listen to them, baby. They telling you something good, something you need to hear. And what R. Kelly said, when a woman's fed up, ain't nothing you can do about it. Okay, them songs ain't for nothing, baby. You better listen to them and apply them to your life, baby. Because once a good, solid woman go bad, when she was just good, everything about her was good, and the man played with her top, y'all be like, Lord have mercy. She ain't playing no games, honey. Because when she get rigid and she get, man, please, she ain't gonna take no prisoners. I'm here to tell you, she ain't gonna care. So don't do it. Don't turn a good woman bad. Cause I'm telling you, you gonna cry. You gonna cry. And she ain't gonna care nothing about your tears. She gonna be like, oh, please, with them crocodile tears. That's the way I feel. She ain't gonna care. She gonna be emotionless. The women don't. The women don't. My sister took so much off her husband. Then she had the nerve to say, I can't stand him. I wanted to know why he did what you allowed. Yeah, but in the midst of it, that take growth to understand that. And that'd be the biggest reality rant with Big 50. When you have to look yourself in the mirror and you understand that you endured so much and you went through so much in life because you allowed people to fumble you. You allowed people to play with you. You didn't, and when you have to, say to yourself, you didn't value yourself as much as you should have. To know that you were your own worst enemy. Okay, Lorraine Braggs, after the pain. Okay. All righty. You better know it. And all that I've been through. Okay. She said, I can't understand why I still love you like I do, but I do. Yes, I do. Still love you after the pain. Oh, that's my song right there, Mr. Rain Praise. Look at me, got a cold, stopped up nose trying to sing. You better make me cut that on. As soon as I get up this live, I'm about to listen to me some Betty, baby. We're gonna do that one day. I be seeing people do that. I gotta figure out how to do that. We play some music on here one night. We just gonna have us an old R&B session. Well, we're going to just talk. It ain't going to be nothing that we're going to be able to post. So everybody going to have to be on the live. And then once we finish it, we're going to have to delete it. Because it ain't nothing that could be on here because you can't play music. But, baby, we going to jam. Y'all hear me? Yes, that Betty. I love old R&B. When I get to singing that Glenn Jones, Baby Come Home, baby, that's the kind of stuff I be on. Okay. Even got my 11-year-old. My 11-year-old one day we was at the store and she was in there singing Glenn Jones, Baby Come Home. You know, where your heart belongs to me. And the lady was like, what you know about that? I said, oh yeah. She said, my mama. That's all we listen to. R&B, honey. She can sing the oldest songs. And people be tripping. Like, why she know them songs? Because that's all her mama listen to. That is all her mama listen to. And she love her some R&B, baby. Seeing my brother and brother-in-law taught me, okay, not to accept anything from a man. Them men teach you a lot, baby. Them brothers and stuff, you watch them play around with these women. You be like, ooh, Lord, you see the worst things from your brothers and your uncles and you be like, ooh, I don't know how they deal with that. And then you find yourself, and they don't even understand. Sometimes they karma come back on us. We don't even know why we can't get right. But then you mad when it's your sister. That's why I used to tell my brothers and them, you get mad when it's your sister going through that mess that you done put somebody else's daughter through. And now you got to watch your sister go through it. I'm dealing with your karma. Now you got to watch me go through this and go through all this heck to try to get to some peace because you out here playing with people's daughters. I get mad and play K. Michelle Kiss My K. Michelle. Yeah, I understand what you were saying. You told her she allowed it. Yeah, but she loved him, you know. We all have allowed some things in our life that we shouldn't have, you know. Allowed more of it than we should have. I think we all have been there at some point, even if it's not in a relationship. We allow our jobs to play with us. We allow the people that we love to play with us, even if it ain't relationship. We allow a lot of people to fumble us through life. But that's what I said when it comes to that reality check, when you got to look yourself in the mirror and understand that a lot of the stuff that you endured in life, you allowed. You allowed a lot of people that stay in your life too long. Sometimes they was only supposed to be there for a season, but you tried to make them permanent. So you had to endure all that hell because you let them stay in your life too doggone long. So now, you know, you got to sit back and look back on there and you have to take accountability for what you allowed. And that junk hurt. When you look at yourself in the mirror and realize that you allowed yourself to go through so much, you fumbled yourself. You know, now you can't place the blame nowhere else. So you be like, God, dog, like I was my own worst enemy. That reality check sometimes is big. That's a big reality check sometimes that a lot of us don't want to have, babe. We don't want to have those type of conversations with ourselves where you got to be the one to blame when you the one to blame. Yeah, I love me some Betty Rant with Big 50. Did you cut? You got to hit the bell and click all Miss Rant with Big 50. So the notifications, you can get all the notifications when I come live. Make sure you hit all. Hit that little notification bell. Well, y'all to be here over an hour, 42 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna go. I gotta blow my nose, y'all. That's why I keep putting on mute. I keep blowing my nose and stuff. But I just wanted to come talk to y'all tonight when he made that statement. I said I gotta go talk to my people about that. What they think about that. But y'all, I'll definitely be back tomorrow. And y'all know what I always say. May your today be better than yesterday. May your tomorrow be better than today. Every day that God blows that breath in your body, you're one step closer to your season. Don't fumble yourself worrying about the world. God got you, honey. God ain't gonna never leave you. And you can overcome anything. I don't care what it is. And choose to be happy just because you deserve it. No other reason. You deserve it and you worthy of it. Yeah, it was right back. All the men in my family, I tell them all the time, ain't nothing but whores. I'm trying to tell you nothing. Ain't worth a dime. All right, y'all, I'm out.